Put me in a room with 100 women with ADHD, and if I told them that we were going to spend the next hour solving wealth inequality, saving the polar bears, and mending the rift in the royal family, they would be more okay with that than if I said, we're going to spend the next 10 minutes quietly focusing on our breath. Because you know what? Focusing on your breath is boring. Our brain is either totally checked in or we're checked out. Our brain doesn't seem to have that maintenance mode the rest of you have. Gen X women with ADHD, we had to come up with a lot of our own systems because most of us weren't diagnosed or medicated or any of that. We came up with systems knowing that to get anything done at all, we either had to be like really into it or completely terrified of not doing something. And it worked to quite an extent. A lot of us pulled off some really cool shit, but also it has its limits and it's exhausting. It's like being on a never-ending roller coaster. This is where I come in. I coach a lot of Gen X ADHD women who want to get off the roller coaster, but at the same time, they feel like they haven't pulled off as much as they know they can, and they really want to see what that would be like. Now here's the deal. I've found 3 shifts that make a huge difference. And I haven't seen these concepts being shown or taught anywhere else in the ADHD world. These concepts are a part of the Kickstartology coaching program, but I've made a workshop to introduce you to these 3 shifts and to give you what you need to get started with them. You're gonna stop fighting with your ADHD brain and instead get really curious. And it works. I've seen so many women move the needle in a really meaningful way using these tools. That's why I'm creating this workshop. I want you to experience this. So grab your ticket now before you get distracted.